I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me. Many of you have ended up in relationships that have broken down. You've had a good run of it. You knew the person and everything was going fine. Then all of a sudden, something strange happened. Things began to go backwards. Things began to fade away. Well, what does that mean? And how can that be representative of a strong, healthy relationship? What does it mean when the person keeps turning up? And they just don't seem to be able to get it right. They hinder things and put things in the way. Well, this is the question I'm about to answer. Strap yourself in like this little doggy and come on a journey with me into covert narcissism. You've fallen in love. You've done all the work before it was time to meet someone. And now you've met someone. A new flame. You've met a man that you find really attractive. And he performs well. Might be a woman as well. You're knocking away at the relationship, getting all the stuff out of the way that you do in the initial processes. Hammering away, trying to make things right, moving things out of the way that don't belong, working together to build something great. Doing different things and sitting by the seaside. Maybe sitting in the park. Maybe sitting in the car and watching movies together and listening and talking. Everything's coming afresh and new. The lights are on. There's a light where there once was darkness. Where the sun had set, it's rising again. And everything just is new and fresh. You feel new, you sense the smell of the air again, and you can smell the freshly cut grass. You can smell the flowers again. It's wonderful. Peace begins to reside on your mind, in your heart, and your spirit is becoming renewed. Everything's working out for good. Finally, you've found someone that you can resonate with, that you can be transparent with, that you can be intimate with and share life with. Someone that listens, someone that understands, someone who wants to know who you are and what you want and where you want to go. They stand alongside you and they stand with you. You're becoming one in the fullness of time. As time begins to work for you and things begin to change, you've found something great. something wonderful, and you have hope. You begin to have faith. You begin to really feel settled, secure, and happy. You're sharing patience, long-suffering. You sit together and everything's so peaceful. And then people start to get upset. People start to whinge and complain about the new love that you have. People start to say subtle undermining things, and people, outsiders, come and approach you and want to pull this new person down. And you're trying to find evidence to prove that this ain't true. And you believe it's not true because you're spending time, precious time that you haven't had before, with somebody that really cares. Someone that stops and thinks, wants to listen, is willing to stand for what's right, and understand for things in your life that need to change and develop and grow. Somebody that's not judgmental. In your heart there's cheers, and in your mind there's clapping, and in your spirit there's joy and freedom and a renewal. Life's starting to change for you, and you're starting to come out of the shadows of the darkness. Things are beginning to come into line, and you're starting to feel a sense of identity again, worth and value. Life really has turned around where you had given up. But the clouds in the sky are beginning to appear. The wind's starting to blow. And the tide is starting to turn. You don't understand why something so rich could be interfered with. Something so wonderful could be opposed. Where and why do these intrusions manifest? Sometimes the ties we have in our lives, the ties that we have bound together through our own loneliness and insecurities, and we use people that we shouldn't in places in our life that they really don't belong. But they're not going to leave us stranded, because it caters to their needs as well. When we fetter ourselves to people that we shouldn't, and involve people in our lives that really don't belong in the intimate and private parts of our life, and we finally, by the grace of God, have someone come along that we can relate to and think about and find strength from, that's going to cause a problem for the person that you've used. Up until that point, they're going to feel left out. They're going to feel pushed to the side. They're going to feel confused. They're going to feel opposed. They're going to feel conflicted. Nobody wants to feel those feelings, and nobody deserves to feel those things. And that's why it's important we have things in their right order. That's why we don't put people in places of therapy and psychology within the house. Yeah, it's good to share advice, but it better be on point. Sometimes we need to be able to have boundaries that are for the benefit and health of everyone that we live with and share life with. It's not our place to set up a medical centre or family healthcare centre within our kitchen or lounge room. It's not healthy. Psychology and psychiatry and spiritual healing and things like this need to be done at a private, personal, professional level. And when we involve people that are close to us into these areas in our life, it's hard for them to understand that somebody else could come into that area and cater to your needs beyond what they were able to do. And we put these people in a position that's built on our own selfishness and hurt and brokenness and shame. There comes a point in our lives where we're going to be confronted with the silly, selfish mistakes that we've made to suit ourselves by way of the abuse of others. Karma, they say, knows where we live. But hey, it's never too late to set up boundaries and to put things in place so that everybody can come equally into their world the way that they need to, and share in your world in a way that's right, and you in theirs. Just remember, you're not the family doctor, and you're not the family psychiatrist or psychologist, and also, God forbid, you're not the local dealer. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me. And bye for now.